another live cooking show because I get angry or I start to curse the people who should be cursed by God, not by me. Are you there? But I made such a beautiful dinner for myself tonight. What is this? Share highlights. They make it complicated right now. Used to be easy. There we go. So I made a nice dinner. I have this incredible grill, this ninja grill. Is anybody there or not? Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Anyway, so I grilled my chicken. Look at that. Can you believe it? I'm not that hungry, but I wanted to eat dinner. It's perfect. Let it sit for a while. But with it, I made a zucchini. I made some, I always cook an entire clove of garlic when I'm grilling, and I eat at it. Listen, no one knows anything about food. I do. Nobody knows food like I do. Now, there are chefs who can do great stuff, but they don't understand nutrition like I do. Nobody does. And I told you that I'd wait till I was 80 until I started talking about health and nutrition again. I hope they all live to the age of 100, but they won't. Most people are stupid when it comes to food. Idiots, morons. You watch the cooking shows, it's a disaster. It's like a death show. Sugar, salt, cream, dairy, poison. Next thing is an ad for a diabetes medicine or 50 diseases till Sunday. So, do what you want. I'm going to enjoy my wine while I can. I'm Biden's age. I would challenge him to a debate any day. I don't think it will happen. Now, I have subscribers to my channel who get to listen to my podcast without ads, and they pay a couple of bucks a month, whatever. And every once in a while, I send them something. The reason I'm talking to you tonight is because I had my assistant, Karen, she's great, find something. I said, find something for the subscribers that they will love. And she came up with something that's amazing. You can't have it unless you're a subscriber. You won't believe it. You know what it is? I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm human. What it is Michael on the radio many years ago talking about why most people fear their families on Thanksgiving, meaning getting together because they don't know them. It's like an arbitrary holiday. It's a conveyor belt holiday where you have to get together and people don't know each other, and they're afraid to get together. They're intimidated and they have to put on the ha-ha. Okay, that's the way it is. That's America today. There's no deep bonds except in very few communities, the Amish, the Orthodox Jews, the Orthodox Christians, the fanatical Muslims. They have deep ties. So I put that out. Maybe it'll be a podcast later this week. It was a Thanksgiving show I did years ago while I was on the air and running up and down and cooking a turkey. And then you won't believe what I found, what she found. She found a piece of Henry Miller, one of my favorite authors, reading from his great novel, Black Spring, where he talks about putting his aunt in a mental hospital, how they assigned him as a young guy to take her on the bus ride and put her in the mental house, the nut house. It's one of the most touchingly beautiful, literate things I've ever heard in my life, and I combined it with my discussion of family on Thanksgiving. And that's why I'm talking to you tonight, because I can. Why does everyone want to know what I'm drinking? What's your business? This is a Riesling, a dry Riesling. I don't drink Sauvignon Blanc anymore because it's like battery acid. Sauvignon Blanc. That's for children. Chardonnay. That's for girls who don't know what wine is. It tastes like butter combined with wine. Listen, here's what I want to say. It's December 2023. I've been at this a very long time. Musk is suing. Thank God. I hope he destroys Media Matters. But welcome to the club, Elon. They boycotted my show and lied about me since I began on radio in 1994. They destroyed all the advertiser base. Been doing it to me ever since. They are the most degenerate scumbags on the planet. The worst. George Soros originally funded Media Matters. The devil himself and his son, the spawn of Soros, in and out of the White House with Biden, the Machiavellian Biden. What more do you need to know? Combined with Nancy Pelosi, who put the January 6th scam upon the American people. Where is Nancy now that everyone's talking about J6? Where'd she go? Little old me, what is she practicing her meatballs up on the hill? All I not a long way from, but a long way towards a complete communist revolution in this country. Bernie Sanders was the most evil fulcrum of this revolution, the most evil of all. Evil. Bernie Sanders represents the evil of America, in this man's opinion. He invented a term called democratic socialism, which he didn't invent. I want to alert you to something if you're interested in reality. If you're not interested in reality, just get off my channel, leave me alone. 1 year before the Bolshevik Revolution became violent, they had a party called Democratic Socialists, like that scumbag Bernie Sanders, who should be deported from America and sent out of this country. He should be sent to Gaza. He should become a pinata in Gaza. Bernie Sanders should become a pinata, the Jew pinata in Gaza. Write that down. You. See, this is what happens when I start to drink and talk. The real vitriol comes out of me. Do we need real vitriol? I could run on vitriol and become a congressman or a senator, not a president. I could run on vitriol and become a congressman or a senator. I don't want that job. I'll leave it to those who do. It's a terrible job, the worst job in the world, because for a couple of reasons. One, the media is all activated on the left. They're all left-wing scumbags. Every last one of them is a left-wing scumbag activist. The left is also violent. And the paramilitaries of the left, did you hear the word paramilitaries of the left? Black Lives Matter, paramilitary of the left. Antifa, paramilitary of the left. Democrats, Socialists of America, paramilitary of the left. That's right. That's Obama's private armies, all there. I describe it all in my book. That's right. Oh, he's talking about his book. Is that evil? I wrote the book. I'm proud of it. If you're not, don't buy it. If you are, read it. If you don't think you have anything to learn, don't, idiots. What do I care? We're too far along for me to care about profit. I give almost all of my profits away. So, Democrats, Socialists, Bernie Sanders, one of the most evil men in history, in American history. The Bolsheviks had, before their violent revolution in 1917, had a group called Democratic Socialists. The minute they became violent, they became Bolsheviks, then communists. Get it? L'chaim afangu, Bernie. There's nothing more I can say. Those who know will always know, and those who don't will never. I wrote that when I was 17. I would challenge Joseph Biden to a debate any day. I don't need note cards. Joseph Biden, like Joseph Stalin, is a Machiavellian creation of the power structure behind him. It's not who votes, it's who counts the votes, said Joseph Stalin. It's not who votes, it's who counts the votes, did not say Joseph Biden. Joseph Biden will not run for office. I did a podcast on that 2 weeks ago. They are going to run Gavin Newsom one way or the other. They ran him up the flagpole and he sold. They sent him to China. Tall, good-looking movie star. He did not bow to Ying Bang Hung Hang Hang, Chairman Xing. And then 2 weeks later, Chairman Xing comes here, and there's Joseph Biden. But I'm telling you, as I stand here, I did a podcast on it 2 weeks ago, or a YouTube piece, whatever it was. They have selected Gavin to run against any Republican. Now, you may say California's a shithole and a mess. You're right. I live here. I love the state because they haven't destroyed the fog yet. They haven't figured out a way to tax the fog and tax the seals and tax the tides. They haven't figured out a way to tax the sea. But give them time, and you'll see. And that's all I have to say for the evening, because any more I'm going to get angry and vulgar and revolutionary, and I don't want to do any of that. So how shall I conclude? Here's how I shall conclude. It's Tuesday night, which was 2 nights before Thanksgiving, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Get it? Well, I'm stirring, and I hope I can stir you to awareness. Because if you can save one child from the perverts and the degenerates and the communists who have infiltrated every aspect of our culture, one child, if one child can be saved inside the plot to destroy America, then this little broadcast will have been worth it. One child. One last note, I had a call from a friend in Florida who's a Catholic, and he said, Michael, do you know what's going on in Florida? This is one of the most conservative states in the country. I said, not really. He has a son in middle school. He said, Michael, they're watching homosexual pornography all the time. And they threatened to rape my son, he said, unless he complied with their desire to have sex with him. And we pulled him out of school and put him in a Catholic school. I said, good luck. Good luck, my friend. And he said, they don't let us talk at school board meetings. No, I said, no, because the degenerate, pervert scumbags have taken over the school boards. And the FBI arrests you if you want to stand up for your child, which is ironic because when I was young, they couldn't get parents to go to school board meetings. They told you to participate. Well, now that parents are participating and trying to keep their children safe from the degenerate scumbags, the perverts, the trans perverts who are perverting their minds day and night, the pornographers, the parents are arrested by the local police and the FBI. So this is what you have achieved, Joseph Biden. May you rot in hell for what you have done to this country. Don't you try to glorify yourself to me through your Wolf Blitzer. Rosalind Carter, she just died. She was glorified by the left like she was something special. Another operative of the communist left her whole life. Her and Jimmy. I like Jimmy because he was a nuclear engineer aboard a submarine. I gave him that credit. But a left-wing fanatic all his life. And Rosalind was the brains behind his politics. So that's all I have to say on tonight's cooking broadcast. I hope I've offended some of you and you'll be awakened to stupidity because, listen to me, someone send me a thing. They said they sent their father a copy of A Savage Republic, and he said, oh, my father's a lifetime Democrat, socialist, and he said he's going to use your book for kindling. And I said, say to your father, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. And a closed mind is already wasted. Good night, all you hippie losers.